Hi, we're David and Marcy Lynn aboard the sailboat Nine of Cups, currently at anchor at Deal Island in the middle of the Bass Strait, Tasmania, Australia. We got caught in a bit of a blow off the east coast of Tasmania, and after an accidental jibe we managed to break 3 sail slides. We doused the main and continued on with only the jib. Now that we're in a calm anchorage here at Deal, it's time to make the repairs.
The tools and supplies you will need are a needle, the new sail slide, needle-nosed pliers, a knife, and about 5 feet of waxed whipping twine. I use a medium-weight No. 4 twine. It's not necessary, but a sailmaker's palm makes the job a bit easier. You may also need about 15 inches of webbing if the old webbing needs replacing. The first step is to remove all the sail slides from the sail track that are below the ones that are broken. We're going to have to move the sail track stop down and out of the way and then remove each sail slide from the track. When we're done, we move the sail track stop back into place. Use a knife to cut the threads holding the webbing for the broken sail slide. Be careful not to nick the webbing, the sail, or your fingers for that matter in the process. Use your needle-nose pliers to remove the old thread and then unwrap the webbing from the sail slide. Inspect the old webbing. In this case it looks pretty good, so I'm going to reuse it. Thread the needle and then tie a knot in the end of the thread. I find it easier if I first loop the webbing through the sail grommet and hold it in place with a stitch or two. If you're using a new piece of webbing, cut it to the same length as the old and then use a lighter to seal the ends to keep it from unraveling. Then make several loops of the webbing through the sail slide and the sail grommet. Now I'll stitch it in place. Push the needle through the center of the webbing, around the bottom, and back through the center. I'll put about 10 stitches on this side. It's important not to stitch it to the sail. As you put more stitches in the webbing, it starts getting more difficult to push the needle through. Having a sailmaker's palm makes this part of the job easier. Now I'll stitch the top side. Push the needle through the center of the webbing as before, then around the top of the webbing. Make another 10 stitches or so on this side. If I get this far without putting a stitch through the sail or my finger, I'm thinking it's a pretty good day. To tie off the end of the thread, I put 3 stitches through the edge of the webbing and secure each with a half hitch. Then I tie a knot in the thread as close to the last half hitch as I can, and then I cut the thread. When you finish tying off the end, check to make sure the webbing is straight and even and the stitching is tight. Then you can slide the sail slides back onto the track and you're done.
You can find more how-to information and travel videos on our blog site at www.justtalittlefurther.com or on our website at www.justtalittlefurther.com. nineofcups.com.